Baik, bertemu kembali dalam Bisnes AWani. Pameran Minyak dan Gas Asia 2013 bakal berlangsung di Pusat Konvensyen Kuala Lumpur bermula 5 hingga 7 Jun ini. Dan untuk itu kami menjemput Wakil Penganjur Alan Jones dan juga Wakil Majlis Perkhidmatan Minyak dan Gas Malaysia, Moxie Sofian Yahya. Thank you so much for being with Bisnes AWani at this time. Alright, first maybe Alan, you can explain to us OGA 2013. How does it rank between other ONG, maybe oil and gas exhibition around the world and also in the region?
Okay, well, we like to label Oil and Gas Asia as the region's #1 oil and gas event. Certainly, I think that's a valid statement. In a world context, I would certainly say we're in the top 5. And one of the reasons, or one of the criteria, would be the global nature of the exhibits. We have over 50 countries represented. It's probably one of the biggest shows ever seen in KL. And the sheer variety of technology on display. So I think those are the key things. And the fact that our visitorship and our exhibitors are regularly going up year on year. So if a show's doing well, it generally increases. It's fairly simple maths. So under those criteria, I would say, yeah, we've got a very justifiable case to say we're the #1 in the region, and we're certainly one of the top 5 in the world.
So what is the focus for this time, and who are the participants and your targets maybe for this time exhibition?
Well, the exhibition is a technology-driven exhibition. There are many shows in this sector that sometimes focus on strategic, but this is all about technology. So that we're aiming to get as many engineers to visit this show as possible, the people who really know the technology and specify the product. I think that's the main focus of it. In Malaysia now, you're getting a lot of interest in marginal fields and enhanced oil recovery. That's getting more out of existing fields. So I think you will see that technology reflected in the exhibition floor. It's very pertinent in Malaysia at the moment.
And what are the key events or highlights during OGA 2013? Maybe a conference highlights or anything?
Well, we have a very small specialised conference organised by our conference partner, which is Subsea UK, which is a British trade association, and that does focus on getting oil out of very deep waters, which is very relevant to Malaysia. And I guess the other main highlight is we're honoured that the chairman of Petronas, Tan Sri Mohammed Sidek Hassan, will officiate tomorrow at 10 o'clock and will open OGA and then do a VIP tour of the exhibition. It's the first time we've had the chairman of Petronas, so we're very honoured and excited.
And maybe, Sofian, you can explain Moxie's role in OGA 2013.
Okay, well, first, the Malaysian Oil and Gas Services Council, or Moxie, we are the largest organisation representing the Malaysian oil and gas service providers. So one of our key agenda is actually to promote the capabilities of Malaysian companies and also to promote and showcase Malaysia as the hub for oil and gas services in the region. Therefore, an event such as OGA is very important to us because first, obviously being the largest organisation, many of our members are exhibiting, and also, if not all, our members are participating, either visiting and having meetings and so on. And for us, it is a place for members who are looking for technology, finding potential partners, and also adding more to their services, integrating other services into what they are currently doing. And another more important thing, the part of the agenda to promote Malaysia as a regional hub is to meet foreign parties as well, because I think there are a lot of national pavilions, and here, at least in Malaysia, they can also promote their services to other countries through OGA. But this is one of our biggest agenda. In fact, we just came back from Houston to promote Malaysian companies there, and then with this event as well. So for us, OGA is a very important event in our calendar.
So, Moxie, do you have any expectation or targets for OGA 2013? Since you mentioned about promoting Malaysian technologies now, that
I think we'll be very happy if our members can find technology partners from this. And one of our key activities will be matchmaking. We already have received a number of calls from, especially foreign companies that want to meet local potential partners. So this is something that we will help them, obviously. And also the other thing is to actually know in general what the industry is doing and where technology is heading and so on, because they are assembling all the world's technology in this event. So this is something very special for us. So we are looking towards that, and I think that is a big advantage or a value to our members.
And if we can expand a little bit our discussion, maybe in your point of view, if you see oil and gas industry now, it's not about the technology, because technology is there already. It's just how you transfer technology and all that. Maybe the key issue in oil and gas industry may be lack of human capital, say, especially young generation. We have aging population in oil and gas and all that. Maybe in your point of view, both of you, how do you see this problem? How alarming it is, and how maybe in your point of view to solve this problem, maybe in Malaysian perspective and also regional?
Well, I wouldn't say Malaysia is deficient in human capital in this sector. Not in my opinion. I mean, it's an industry that a lot of young people will go into. In fact, Malaysian engineers are much sought after overseas in some of the less developed countries. So, I mean, human capital in general, I'm not going to comment on, but certainly in oil and gas, I wouldn't say it's a deficiency. I would say that Malaysian engineers are highly trained, do a great job in many different spheres, and of course their command of English is usually very, very good, which in this region isn't always the case in some of their competitors.
Yes, I think if I can add, you mentioned just now about technology is already here, but that's not quite true actually, because the technology for oil and gas is constantly changing. I think oil and gas is one of the industries where we're like, the frontier, where new technology is constantly being applied, because the conditions for oil and gas is very challenging. And this is where this is very interesting, and events such as OGA brings to the public eye and or to the industry what the latest technologies are. And then to add to the capabilities, yes, I mean, with all around the world now, actually, there is a shortage of capable people, obviously, because I think the oil and gas went through or is going through a period of boom or high, I wouldn't say boom, but high activity levels. And as Alan said, one of our challenges, Malaysian engineers are very much sought after in other parts of the world. And I think this is one of the big challenge, how to retain them and how to grow new talents into the industry. And frankly, events such as this is fantastic, because kids from school or universities will look at it and say, oh, okay, oil and gas is actually can be the career of choice by many of them and enter into the industry. I think this is what events such as OGA can do.
So yeah, it's so maybe you can mention a bit who should attend this event, because you mentioned students and all that. Right? Everybody can
Students
come.
It's not a public show; it's a trade-only show. But obviously, if you're a student in relevant fields, you're welcome to visit. But again, this show is mainly a show for petroleum engineers. We will get senior management from all oil and gas companies, but in many cases, a lot of them are ex-engineers anyway, who've just moved up the corporate ladder. So really, it's a show for engineers to meet engineers. So it's very B2B, and there has to be a lot of technology on the exhibition floor to entice engineers. You can't do it with brochures and videos. You've got to actually see the technology work.
Thank you so much, Alan Jones, and also Sofian Yahya for being with us at this time. Membincangkan tentang OGA 2013 yang bakal berlangsung mulai 5 hingga 7 Jun ini, dan bisnes awani berhenti ketiga, jangan ke mana-mana.